He's right here. He just went right in there. There's a yellow-breasted chat in there. And they're common, but they're very skittish. I'm very surprised. He popped his head out. I got him for a minute. There's also a black-chinned hummingbird up there and a lot of lizards. So this is birding gone wrong. We're in Albuquerque right now. We had to come up for the weekend for a book event for Camera Lady, and I wanted to do a little bit of birding. So we're here in the Bosque, and we were trying to go to the Rio Grande Nature Center, which is a state park in the Bosque in Albuquerque. It's really cool, but they're closed after 5 p.m. Like, they started locking the gates completely. So now we're just walking along the Bosque of the river, and I just brought my little travel kit with me. Didn't want to do anything crazy, but I've got my OM1 Mark II, my 1-400 Mark II, and I think this is like my favorite scenario for having this lens, because I don't know what I'm going to see. I don't know where I'm going to go. And there's a lot of like little stuff, like these lizards are everywhere, and little birds and plants and flowers. So I'm just gonna see what I see. I have absolutely nothing important or interesting for this video other than I hope you like Albuquerque. But let me show you something very sad right now. A lot of different lizards, Brittany. So this is like the best area of the Rio Grande trails. Is up and down. Albuquerque has more hiking trails, and they have 18 miles of trails along the Rio Grande. But let me show you the Rio Grande. I'm standing in it. This is the Rio. It is bone dry here in Albuquerque, and that really sucks. Climate change really sucks. I've never been able to do this before. You know, I've grown up here and I've never been able to do this before. All of this should be water. The only upside, oh, there goes, Brittany, what did I just tell you about sharp-shinned? I did. Remember when I said just a minute ago how it'd be cool to see a sharp-shinned hawk, and it just went and chased that dove. The only upside to this is being able to walk these banks with the Russian olives and the cottonwoods and stuff. The warblers right here are really good. This is where these chats, the yellow-breasted chats, love to be. And I'm hoping for a blue grosbeak. I did hear, Brittany, we heard black-headed grosbeak. But yeah, this is, I'm trying to, like, I'm crying on the inside right now with how dry this is. I should be standing in water right now. Remember, Brittany, we used to take Tristan swimming here. We used to all just come and like swim and sit in the river. And now it's all gone.
Yeah, the butts ended up full of sand.
Yeah, they did. Well, let's go walk the Bosque trails a little more, and I'll see if I can find you guys some birds. It's like, well, it was 96 degrees. I think it cooled down to 92 degrees with these clouds coming over, and it's evening. It's 6:15, so we got a good 2 hours of light left. Just want to see if we can find any evening birds. Porcupines. This area is really good for porcupines. And great horns. If we could find a great horned owl, that would be nice. This is a pretty shot, Brittany, and look at his blue on him.
Oh.
He's got...
Tanager, I was expecting a bird and then you showed me a lizard.
Oh, yeah, I said tanager and then I'm showing you a picture of a lizard. The tanager I heard back here, but then the chat went this way, and I'm not sure which one. Or
You got tanagers this year, you haven't got a chat yet.
Yeah, I got a lot of tanagers in that last video we did back home. But there also is western tanagers up here too. Well, we have them in silver, but I haven't gotten one. It's crazy how much they've cleared out of here too. They're trying to clear the invasive species and stuff. Okay, so these big cottonwoods right next to the river is where we want to look for the porcupines. I said river again, and every time I say that, it's gonna make me cry on the inside. But the porcupines like to be like right here above us on these banks. They're very blendy with the cottonwoods. Oh, it feels good in here now, Brittany. The temperature, it's feeling better. It's still hot. Whoa. It's getting a little dark in here now. This is what I was expecting. I remember riding our bikes through this section and like always whacking myself like in the head. All these overgrown branches. They really cut a lot out of here. If you see any branches that look like big spiky branches, then you've probably found a porcupine. I heard a grosbeak. Boy, there's a lot of lizards, Brittany. Oh, there's a dove. Oh, that's kind of cool. I found a bug. The minimum focus distance on this, it says 4.26 feet. Oh, he's got his back to me, Brittany. Where'd he go?
I don't know, he's on the other side somewhere.
Oh, he just dropped off. He's cool looking though. A little red buggy. Oh, there he is. Ow, something's on my neck. Ow. This is getting dangerous. Ow, spikies. Oh, I don't know if I can focus, Brittany. Where'd he go? I'm just, oh, there. Oh, I got it. Look at him. Well, if anybody knows what that is, I see him around here all the time. Little red buggy. Oh, that one's good. Rate, pro tip, rate your images in the camera, and then when you get to your editing suite of choice, you can just filter by rating, and then you'll know which ones you need to do. There's another chat, and there's a grosbeak right next to him. She's like staring right into my camera's soul. Wow. Big hawk. You know what? I'll give you guys another pro tip, especially when it's cloudy out like this, and like no matter which direction you're shooting from, the light is kind of the same. I'm overexposed by at least a full stop, because like no matter where I shoot, when you're just in regular metering mode, the birds are always going to be underexposed when it's cloudy like this. So just overexposed, one full stop, maybe more if it calls for it. And especially with a dark bird like that, with the red tail. Oh wow, that's kind of nice. Still a little far away. I don't want to try to get closer to it though, because I'm on like a kind of a little berm, like the top of a little hill. And if I walk off of it, I'll be going lower and I'll be shooting up. And I don't like to shoot up. That's another tip. It's kind of counterintuitive, but if you're in it for photography and not just for birding, you know, the people try to get as close as they can to the birds, and sometimes that means like you're looking right up on it like this, but that's no bueno for photos. You're just gonna get bird rump, you know. So back it up and and lower that hypotenuse. It's definitely counterintuitive, but sometimes getting farther away will actually get you a better shot. If she flies this way, it'll be nice, but if she flies that way, it will suck. And if she flies towards me, it will be cool. And if she doesn't fly, then we'll be sitting here for a while. Whoa! Oh, that was a nuthatch, Brittany. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it just flew right over my head. Oh, hey! Bluebird. Look at him. Cool, nuthatch. White-breasted nuthatch and eastern bluebird. Oh, there he goes. Oh, now he's on a stick. Cool. Well, bluebirds are usually a good sign. That means I think I'm gonna wrap it here because it's getting late. It's after 7. I'm gonna go have some dinner. Absolutely nothing amazing on this episode, but I wanted to do it anyways because it got me out and I feel really good. And I think I took more video than I did photos, but I got a couple. I got a couple of the hawk. I got maybe 1 or 2 of that black-headed grosbeak. That was kind of cool. A little high up, but nothing amazing. But beautiful, beautiful evening out, even if the Bosque doesn't look so amazing right now. If you've never been to Albuquerque, I promise, it's like the coolest city ever. It's really pretty. They've just been doing a lot of work down here, and it's looking a little chewed up. And obviously we don't have a river right now, but I said river again, Brittany, and now I'm sad. All right. We're done here. I'm gonna go get some food, enchiladas,
Go stand in the river and cry.
and tea time. I'm not gonna stand in the river and cry anymore. We're done. We're past that. Well, if you made it this far on a purely nothing episode, welcome to Albuquerque. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you. I got some other cool stuff coming up though. I got one video coming up that I'm really excited about with some big cliffs. Big cliffs, and hopefully I said river again. All right, we're done. Thanks for watching.